What's going on, everybody? Blaze here, and in today's video I want to talk about this game. This is Pokemon Unite, or at least this is Pokemon Unite as it was revealed to us in the Pokemon Direct in June of 2020. You may or may not notice that it looks very different than the game that we are playing today, and in today's video I want to go over as many of the differences as we can find. So feel free to point out stuff I missed, and feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more Pokemon Unite content. It is free. So I'd always intended on going back and comparing the Pokemon Unite reveal trailer to the released game to spot the differences, but it didn't seem pressing to me until I found a screenshot like this one. I think I was looking for the Pokemon Unite logo or something, and I stumbled upon this gem of a screenshot. It reminded me that the game we were shown looks vastly different to the game that we're playing today. Let me go ahead and switch scenes here so we can analyze the screenshot. This is a pull from the Pokemon Direct reveal trailer, so we'll go through a lot more in this video. But there's a couple things to notice about this screenshot right off the bat. This is about 3 minutes and 33 seconds into the video. Of course it is, because that's my lucky number. In this video, or in this one screenshot, we see that the map and the terrain just has a different visual style. Like, it's more jungly. It looks like it's more pirate ship almost. It almost looks like it's in this like wild area, and that there's no like civilization or civilized Pokemon like trainers or you know, institutions or anything like that. The game that we got today is more based around this idea that you're playing like a Pokemon sporting event almost, where a trainer will send their Pokemon out to battle wild Pokemon and then defeat those Pokemon, earning orbs to slam dunk those orbs into the enemy's goal. So both teams are trying to do the same thing and score points, and this does have that same point system, but as you'll see a little bit later, it doesn't seem like the slam dunk aspect was introduced at this point in the game yet. The game that we're playing today is more of a civilized, controlled environment, and I have to say I wasn't really feeling that when the game first came out. And I look at this screenshot and think back to what I liked about it. I love this. I wanted this game. And I'm not saying that Pokemon Unite is bad in the way that we have it now, but this is exactly what I was hoping to get, and I suspect that we might see something like this surface again in the future. But anyway, you will notice that the map looks different. It's more of a jungle theme. It looks like it's got like palm trees and stuff, and there's like wood planks and broken bridges and stuff like that. This central area here, I'm guessing, is probably where Zapdos was always meant to be. We don't really get a good shot of Zapdos, but you do have like a 5-on-5 here, or at least a 5-on-4, it looks like. And there is a Pokemon here that just defeated Rotom, it looks like. If you look over here at the map is identical to what we have now, except for there's this little area at the top which we don't get in the final game. We do have this area at the bottom, but it looks like there's 2 Rotoms instead of a Rotom and a Dreadnought, which I like that change. I think Dreadnought makes more sense to be on the bottom like that. So I hope they keep that if they do end up changing the game again for Season 2 or whatever it is. But they also seem to have this present thing here, which I don't know what this is, and you get to see that a little bit later on too. I have no idea what this is or what it does, so hopefully we'll get to see that a little bit more in the future. This does look like it's from the mobile game, because there's a little button, it looks like you can tap here to maybe zoom in on the map. So I'm guessing this is from the mobile version of the game, and I'll talk about that a little bit later too. But also, something important to note is that you get to see the score, 133 to 118. We don't get the score in the final game. We have to kind of guess on what the score is, which I kind of like, but at the same time, I think it's better to see the score, at least in standard mode. I think that makes more sense. In ranked mode, the score doesn't have to be there, because I think people who are playing ranked can kind of figure out what the score is without having to look at it. But I think in standard play, the score should be there. But we do get to see the score, at least in this game. This is probably just a standard game, not really sure. The Pokemon level looks different, so I think now it's a circle, whereas in the past it was a square, and it looks like these little orange things fill up as you get experience. Once it gets to the max level, that's when your Pokemon will level up. This person is playing Charizard, and one thing that I think is crazy about this interface is we've got the Unite move here. They did move I'm guessing this is just here for the mobile game, and that they put it kind of down here in the center for the Switch version because you're using a controller, but I think having it over here for the mobile game makes more sense because that's where your thumb is going to be. So this is definitely from the mobile version. But we've got the Unite move, we've got Dragon Claw. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's one of Charizard's attacks. I'm pretty sure it is. And then down here, you can't really see what's down here, but there's another attack there. And then Fire Spin. Fire Spin has a 30-second cooldown. What in the actual crap is that? Like, 30 seconds? I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. But yeah, I think this is the interface where you're going to be moving your character around. Instead of a controller, you just use that little knob there to kind of move your character around. I was looking at this like, what is this? A second ago, but that makes the most sense. It's definitely something to move your character around. So I'm going to play through this, and then we're going to see what other screenshots and what other interesting tidbits we can pull from this trailer. And then I'll talk about what I think is going to happen in the future with this game. So this is super interesting. This is just a couple seconds later. This is 3:35 into the reveal trailer. We know that Blastoise is coming to the game. That was just announced pretty recently. Gardevoir came out first, but we know there are more characters coming to the game. Blastoise being one of them. We've got Clefable right here. Clefable is most likely going to be coming to this game. I would guess pretty soon, and I'm guessing is once the mobile game gets released, I'm certain that Clefable will be a playable character by that time. Of course, we've got the standards: Talonflame, Lucario, Snorlax, Gengar, Machamp, Pikachu, Charizard, and Venusaur. I'm guessing there's others to choose from, but I have to say I like this interface a lot better. But again, I think this is the mobile game. I think this is just what the mobile people are going to see, because the interface is probably going to be different anyway. I just hope they update the Switch's interface because it is slow as molasses. It is super slow. Let's see what's next. So here's a kind of an overshot of the map. Again, it's the same map. There's nothing really different about it. I think the major differences are you'll see this a little bit later on, but there's no like drawbridge right here. So in the game right now, if your team destroys the orange goal up here and then right here as well, I don't know if they have to destroy these two. I can't remember. I think they only have to destroy these two. But there's like a little thing here that drops, and you can just kind of pass right through into your opponent's like central goal. That doesn't appear to be here. I kind of like that. I don't know if that's something that they're gonna keep or change or remove, but that does not appear to be here. There is a device right here, and I don't know what this device does, but we'll see a close-up picture of that in just a second. I'm pretty sure we'll see that soon. But I don't know what this device does, and I'm kind of curious what you guys think about it. But we do have this area right up here that was removed from the final game. Doesn't seem to do anything, as the map we just saw has Rotom sitting here, and then down here we've got Rotom sitting down here. So let's see what else we can find on this, because there's quite a bit to go through in this, and there's so many differences. So in this screenshot, I mentioned that there was a device here. And there is, or at least there will be a little bit later on. This might be the start of the game, but there are APOMs here, so that didn't change very much. But right here we've got Galvantula in the middle. So I also know that we're going to see more Pokemon a little bit later on. So we're going to see Stuffle and a couple others kind of scattered throughout this jungle area. There's also this thing over here, which I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like maybe some kind of a boost pad. Maybe we can back up a little bit and see kind of, yeah, I mean, it looks like maybe you can boost over this area. I don't think you can get in the water. Obviously, Pokemon like Charmander wouldn't want to get in the water, but it looks like maybe you could boost over here. If that's the case, I'm kind of glad they removed that, because I feel like that might be a little too overpowered. So, like being able to just go from like this area straight to the central area, I feel like you should have to come down this way. I think that's a better map design. Let's see what else. So here we've got Stuffle. We got our first visual of Stuffle. Yeah, there's Stuffle right there. So Stuffle is a wild Pokemon that you get to capture and hit. There's a Toxicroak up here as well. I didn't notice that the first time I saw this, but there's Toxicroak. And I think there might be some others as well. I can't really tell where this Charmander is standing. I think he's probably on the east side of the map, but we'll see if we can get a better shot of where this Toxicroak might be. Let's see what else we can find. So here's a picture of... There's a couple things on this screenshot. This is Charmander scoring, which is very primitive. There's no like slam dunk animation. He just kind of stands there. The bar fills up. The bar is kind of bland and boring. So I'm glad they changed that. Again, there's no slam dunk animation, but there's like a little orb up here, and you know, you basically just score your points. Over here we've got a little berry, which I think is the movement berry, so you can grab it and move faster. But this is the present thing I was talking about earlier. I don't know what this is, and I don't know what it does. Maybe it gives you extra experience. Maybe they just kind of drop on the map in random places, and they can give whoever's closest or whoever gets to it first a boost in experience points, or maybe a boost in power or something like that. But I wish I knew more about what this is, and it's very cool. If you've played the beta or you've played this version of the game to test it out and you're able to talk about it, I'd certainly love to hear it. I know that Nintendo's kind of secretive about that stuff, so you know, I wouldn't blame you if you don't want to risk anything, but I'm all ears if you want to let me know what's up. But let's go ahead and see what else we can find. There's the just the animation, really nothing. Like nothing happens there. They also, you'll see this a little bit later on too. We just saw like literally you win. Like there is no like reveal screen. Like if you're ahead at the end of the game, they just tell you that you win. There's no like super reveal screen. There's no like suspenseful thing. Like they just, you win. But you probably would know that you win because you can see the score at all times. So that's a change I'm happy about. So yeah, I kind of like that. We got level 11, level 12. There's a thing here too. I don't know what this is. It's probably nothing. But also the art style is a little bit different too. I feel like it's a little bit more cell shaded, but this might just be something that the mobile game does that the Switch game doesn't do. So kind of interesting. So here we get a close-up shot of another Pokemon, Bewear, in the wild area, in the little jungle area. Again, I don't really know exactly where this is. I think this is coming down from kind of the jungle. This is like just north of your bottom lane, I think, on your side, because there's that little plate thing that's there too. So that's my guess. But there's Bewear, which looks like Bewear maybe has a buff on him that you can take. I don't know if they maybe changed that into Bouffalant or Ludicolo, but Bewear is housing that buff for now. Let's see what else we got. Real quick, you can see that Toxicroak is near one of these platforms too, kind of next to a bridge. I'm thinking this is like in the middle. I'm thinking that if you go around this way, you're going to be going into the middle of the map towards where Zapdos is. So that's kind of where Toxicroak is, kind of where that Crawdaunt would be, kind of near top lane. That's kind of where I think this is where this is. So on this section here, we get a pretty good shot of Blastoise's. I think it's his Unite move. I don't think it's that strong, but he basically just uses his Unite move and spins around, hits everybody up into the air. It's kind of cool, but maybe that's not his Unite move. I feel like it's a regular move. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it's that strong if it's a Unite move, because it didn't really damage them that much. It did knock them up into the air, but maybe there's a buff that he gets from it too. I know that Blastoise was part of the beta or part of the game before it was released, so maybe there's some information out there that we just don't know about yet. But he'll be coming out pretty soon as of this recording. So, all right. So here's something interesting. We have Clefable using an attack that looks like Double Slap and kind of a spin attack, maybe like a slash or something like that. It looked kind of interesting. I know that Clefable is coming out soon. We don't really know when. I would imagine Clefable is coming out soon, but here Clefable uses like a slash attack followed by a double slap. But Wigglytuff now has double slap, so maybe they replaced Clefable with Wigglytuff. Let's see this again. So right there, you saw the double slap, and then you also saw the the spinny slash attack. And then up here in the corner, we've got a Zapdos alert. Regroup in the central area to defeat Zapdos. That looks like what someone's saying. I can't see all of it. I'm just guessing it says regroup in the central area to defeat Zapdos. It's probably what it says. But Zapdos seems like it was always a part of this game. So that's interesting. So at this point in the video, Ishihara does a kind of a live demo kind of a thing with people from, I think, all over the world. And we get to see some of, like, at least the pictures of all of Clefable's attacks. So I don't know what they do exactly. I'm not seeing Double Slap on there, but it looks like maybe there's a couple of Moon Blasts or something. I couldn't tell you what they do. I know there's probably information out there that talk about what some of these things do. So maybe I'll try to find it and do a follow-up video to this. But Clefable's pretty much done. Maybe they had to make some adjustments to it or something like that. But I know Clefable is in the game and available to play, at least during this demo. So here we saw Squirtle evolve into Wartortle, and there's a close-up view of that present that we saw earlier. I don't know what's in it, but it does something. I don't know why this player, might be Ishihara, why didn't he open it? Maybe it's bad, I don't know, but there's a present here. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't even want to speculate because I have no idea what's in it. Here, there's Joltik, so we know that the character does start out as Joltik and then evolves into Galvantula at some point during the game, probably at the end of the game. So on this like short snippet of a video, it looks like Wartortle has an ability to push opponents out of the way. So you'll see that Wartortle kind of gets behind this group of enemies and then pushes them into the opposing side. So here you can see this attack is going to push the opponents into their side. I'm not sure what that move is called. Probably something from Pokemon, but the name escapes me for now. So something interesting right here is that they just get Rotom, and Rotom moves over towards the goal, but it doesn't seem to help Charizard move any faster when it comes to scoring that. It also didn't seem to give 20 points to it either, so maybe that was something they changed. So right here is what I really wanted to talk about. Maybe not really wanted to, but I definitely wanted to talk about it. This is something that I have no idea what this thing does, but it's right here in the center of the map, right next to the Pokemon's base. The central goal zone. So there's a little device right here, and I don't know what it does. In a second, you're going to see Pikachu kind of run up to it, and a Pokemon's going to spawn there. But we also see this Venusaur shoot a Solar Beam at it. I don't think that any of these events are related. I don't know why Pikachu runs up to it, but Pikachu does run up to it for some reason. So everybody kind of gathered in the center area right there, and then they cut away to a couple things. But then Pikachu runs up to it, and you'll see a close-up shot of what Pikachu does. Right there. So you see someone shoots something at it, it hits it, this Pokeball opens up, and then a Stuffle comes out of it. So I don't think these things are related, but it looks like they are trying to destroy this tower. It looks like there is a health bar up here. I didn't notice that the first time I saw this. I was kind of trying to figure out what's going on, but it looks like they are trying to destroy this, whatever it is. They just scored, and now it looks like they're trying to destroy it. I think the time ran out, and I think that's why they won. I, for one, would like to see some kind of a thing that you can destroy at the end of the game, because I feel like if you're relying on the time to run out, you're just going to keep camping the enemy team over and over again. I wouldn't mind if there was a way for a team that's completely dominating to win the game in less than 10 minutes, and I think destroying some kind of a tower or doing something of this nature would help in that regard, but I don't even know if that's what this is. But it looks like there's a health bar, and it looks like Blastoise is shooting at it, and it looks like it hit it. So I don't really know if that's just something that's going to be introduced later, or maybe they took it out, or what's going on. But I don't know if you're supposed to destroy this thing or not. I have no idea. Maybe they just removed it because 10 minutes was just enough time that you didn't have to do anything with it, or it would never get destroyed. But you can see Blastoise shoot something here, and it looks like it hits it. We're gonna play at 0.2 speed or 0.1 speed here, but you can see that it kind of seems like it hits it, but at this exact moment, a Pokeball spawns. So I don't know. It doesn't look like there's anything to it, but I don't know why everybody's trying to shoot this thing if there's nothing to it. So I think this is a health bar, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But that's basically it. That is Pokemon Unite as it existed in the June Pokemon Direct. So let me know what you guys think, because I think I want kind of a mixture of both games, the game we have now and that game. I think that game looks so much cooler, and most likely that is the mobile version, and maybe that's just how the mobile version looks all the time. I don't know. It did look like everybody was playing this on a cell phone, so they weren't even using Nintendo Switches. So maybe that's just how the mobile game looks compared to the game that we have on the Nintendo Switch. But either way, I'd very much love the Switch version to adapt that style, whether it's maybe not the graphics so much as far as the characters and the cartoony look, but definitely the skin that's on the map, because that was really cool. So let me know what you think. Comment down below what your thoughts are, if you have any thoughts. What I think is going to happen is we're going to get like a mid-season update to the game. Now, whether or not that introduces crossplay between Switch and mobile, who knows? But I think whatever update does introduce crossplay between Switch and mobile, it's going to look more like that game. They just haven't really gotten to that point yet. I think we're kind of playing a version of the game that doesn't include the mobile crossplay, and it doesn't include a lot of stuff. So I think that as they start to integrate more and more, they're going to change the way the game looks. And personally, I don't like the sporting event kind of thing. I think that's kind of it's just odd. I don't love it, but I'm hoping that they do different themes throughout the seasons. Like, who's to say that season 2 won't be like a pirate ship theme, or season 3 might not be, it could be underwater theme or something like that, and they update all the maps accordingly to look like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. So who knows? But let me know in the comments below what you think. Hit thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends. My name is Blaze, and yeah, I will see you in the next one.